Hello and welcome back to Bingothon Summer 2026. I'm Rutira. I'm joined here by Pikastrof, and we are now ready to show you Mario Kart Wii by EpicCrossover. We had a bid war for this run, which was the character, and Birdo won with $62. So EpicCrossover will be playing as Birdo. We got Super Speed Blackout Bingo, and over to you. Take it away.
All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me, and hopefully y'all are ready to go. Hello, my name is EpicCrossover, and welcome to Mario Kart Wii Super Speed Blackout Bingo. So for those who are wondering, why is there 200cc on the screen right now? For those who are wondering, this is a speed mod of the original game where we only are changing the CC that we are using. So instead of us being on 150cc, we're going to be on 200cc, which is really the only thing that's going to be changing throughout this run, besides strategic items. So I'll explain a little bit more about what strategic items is. So we'll get going in just a moment. Thanks to everybody who donated for this character choice. We are going Birdo, which by far is the least practiced character I have. So this will be absolutely fun. So I'm very excited to get this underway. And timing is going to start when I press OK on the first track, which is Luigi Circuit. So we're going to get started off in 3, 2, 1, and go. And let's take a look at the bingo board. And yes, I'm only commentating by myself, but we'll have our wonderful hosts interject at some points. So we're gonna get started off with Luigi Circuit. So let's just see what we can do at the very start, which is basically a lot of basic stuff. So there will be some goals that are very based off of a single track in the game, but there will also be ones that we will be doing that are a little bit different, as they can be done in any track. So we're just gonna drive Luigi Circuit like normal, as I try and look at what items we have. Or not what items we have, but what cards we got. So okay, we can do the avoid getting hit by any items in a race, which would be very nice. Also, we will be clearing off every single thing in this objective, so we will be able to get that one right off the bat. Also, the Mii I am using is my good friend KingJ0444, otherwise known as Joey. Unfortunately, he was giving me my commentator for this, but he had to back out a few days ago, so it'll be just me trying to explain a few things as we go on. We have a lot of just hit yourself with an item, hit an opponent with an item, run into an obstacle, and a few other things. Also, we have to avoid the cows on the meadows, so we're gonna... Oh. Well, there's the hit opponent with the item. Completely unintentional. So, in strategic items, there's bananas, there's green shells, there's mushrooms. There's a few items like those that we will end up using. So as long as we avoid the cows on this track, we should be getting that goal as well. So in strategic items, if you are in 10th place or like 10th, 11th, or 12th, you will always get triple mushrooms. So that'll be taken into effect for the next track, which is Mushroom Gorge. We'll be doing a very cool gap shortcut. So
What do you do if you like end up hitting a cow? Do you have to like restart the track?
I would have to restart the track, yes.
I also think the sandbag for mushrooms in a race, you don't need them, is a really funny goal.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, who decides when you don't need them? I guess it, like, if you need them for like a specific skip or...
Yeah, I think for a specific shortcut, it is faster, and especially on 200cc, it's like you won't lose too much time. Also, I just realized I have drive backwards for 5 seconds, so we're gonna do something funny here. All right, and that's 5 seconds. So there are some very comedic ones, but we're gonna see a lot more serious shortcuts on this entire speed run. So we'll try to be careful here. It is faster to go this way instead of the right path, which is the mushrooms. So the left path is a little bit faster than doing that normally. So we are going to line up for the gap shortcut in just a moment. So usually it's a little bit more difficult on 150cc, but on 200cc it's not really difficult at all. Because we made it look very, very easy. Right there. But once again, we're just going to be climbing all the way back up to first place, as we did it in not too bad. Like, even the CPUs are on hard difficulty. They do not know how to drive on 200cc, so we'll be ahead of them for a lot of the races. So let's go into lap 3 here. Oh, this is also where we can lap a CPU. Our CPU is very close to us, that being Toadette. So we'll be able to hit that goal as well. Also, there is a chance that we can get items like the POW and the blooper that'll affect us, but POWs are not too bad. Bloopers can be a little tricky in some scenarios, but not too bad of a start here. As we get drive backwards for 5 seconds, and you also get the gap cut shortcuts. So that's very, very nice. So we have sandbag for mushrooms in a race. You don't need them. We can actually do that here. This is Toad's Factory, so we have a shortcut that actually is shroomless. It is a very cool shortcut that is definitely not possible on 150, so I'll be showing that off in just a moment.
Didn't you also get the lap by CPU?
Yes, I did. I can mark that in a moment. I gotta think on the fly about which ones I need to get for sure. Alright, so let me do the shortcut. It's known as the bulldozer cut, so we're just gonna go up here, and that should be it. Lap the CPU now, since I'm straight away. Also, don't need I sandbagged when I don't really need the shrooms because I still have them. If I can use them here on this straightaway, so it's not too bad there. Then we're going to do this shortcut here, like so. Once again, shroomless. We do not need to use the shroom, but we can use it in the mud in case we end up going through the mud, because obviously off-road is very interesting. And also, the collision in this game is also very interesting, because you can go through some walls. Yes, yeah, walls are merely a suggestion, so very much like that. We're going to do it here once more. Once again, don't need a shroom. And we are good with that. Sandbag mushrooms. And we basically will need to front run for a whole race coming up. Pretty sure I did that for Movie Meadows, but I'm going to do it for Mario Circuit anyway, so that's okay. We have hit yourself with an item, get bloopered, the shopping mall cut, which will be the track coming up after this. Then complete a race without brake drifting, so we'll be doing a few things here. We've done a lot of things quickly off the bat, but there's going to be a little bit of downtime in between a few of these, depending on how lucky we end up getting. We're going to do a little bit of a figure 8 here. I'm going to hit myself with this banana. There we go. Just some little funny tad bit ones or anything. So we just gotta avoid the chain chomp here on this section. As long as we can do that and also avoid the Goombas in the later half of the track, then we should be very, very good. So yeah, a few of these are a little bit of a stretch goals because they're very, very strange shortcuts. But there's very strange shortcuts, but there's also very strange goals I put here. But it's also very difficult to come up with 50. So doing pretty good so far. Hit yourself with an item. Complete a race without brake drifting. And now I'll have to start a race from a lap behind. So maybe that is something that I can do in Coconut Mall. So Coconut Mall is, you have the shopping mall cut. So we'll be showing off. Basically, you can go through the shopping mall and just see what the cars are up to and just have some fun, honestly. That's what we're going to end up doing. So we are going to start a race from a lap behind. So host, if you have any thoughts or anything, now is a good time to do so.
Well, I could mention, since I didn't mention it earlier actually, that we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders this event. We've done so a few times before, but they are an international medical humanitarian aid organization providing medical humanitarian care in over 70 countries around the world. They're working with doctors and nurses, logisticians, and other frontline workers to support and save people's lives when they are upended by conflict, disease outbreaks, or various disasters. So that is what your donations are going towards. And also, if you donate with a minimum $5 donation, you could win a really cool Bingothon summer mug. So, you know, if you don't care about human lives or what, at least you could get a cool mug.
True. Thank you so much. We do a shortcut here. Perfect. Awesome. Might be a little bit delayed on your end, but I did get the shortcut. So we just go through the shopping mall a little bit. There is another shortcut that we could do that is actually more out of bounds thing. However, we're going to just do the standard one that we usually do. I usually do for speedruns of the regular game. So not too bad so far. We've done a good number of goals. So just gonna do the shopping mall cut again. Nicely done. And we won't be able to catch up to any of the CPUs here, but we still got the shopping mall cut down, so that's very nice. Then we'll head into probably one of the coolest cuts. We did not get it as one of the goals, but I'm still going to go for it because it's a very cool shortcut. And it is probably one of the most difficult ones in the entirety of 200cc Mario Kart Wii. So I not get last though. There you go. That works. Yeah, so we couldn't start the race from a lap behind until every single CPU passed us. So that's the thing that we ended up doing. So that was very good. DK Summit. So this is the shortcut. We start in last place anyway. Oh, 11th place. So we can get it in 10th. So we're to sandbag here. So sandbagging is where you intentionally go backwards to get better items. So we're going to get triple shrooms here. And then we're going to line up this shortcut. So I will let the shortcut speak for itself. Ah, missed it. Okay, let me go for it one more time. Ooh, okay. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'll try to go for it next lap. We'll be basically colliding with the wall, and we'll be going straight through it. And it's a very wacky shortcut, and once it happens, it is very, very cool. So I will try and get it this next lap. Also have to learn Birdo's controls, which are a little different from Daisy Mach Bike, which is the fastest on 200cc. There we go. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of air. So that's the shortcut. That is the shortcut. So we basically collide through a wall. There is a chance we could void out in the process where we go out of bounds, but we did that very, very smoothly, and that's easily one of the coolest shortcuts, but also one of the most difficult ones. We're gonna go for it again. Oh, just missed it. That's okay. So we did get it 1 for 3, which is all good. So at least I showed off the shortcut. It is a very cool shortcut and way harder than it looks. A little bit of focusing here. Go. We'll be going into Wario's gold mine in just a moment. Hello, bananas. There we go. Perfect. Not too bad of a start here. Not too shabby. Let me make sure. Okay. So we have do the left side path on Wario's gold mine. The left side path on Wario's gold mine, I'll be showing it's basically towards the end of the track where you see the little two-way path at the end of the mini-map there. So it's just a little bit more of a difficult one because the mine carts on this track can get in your way. And also a few other things that could hinder you in some ways. Also, this turn is very difficult on 200cc, so I'm just gonna go for the left side path here. Oh, very nice. I got it on my end, but I got very close to hitting that mine cart. That was very, very nice. Where to go? Going to go for it. I'm gonna go for it again, maybe. Sounds pretty cool. Hit the wall there, but I also did the keep accelerating until you run into a wall / fall off. So I just did that one. I'll also be going for a lot of cool shortcuts during this whole run because... Oh! Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that one. But that's okay. Sometimes you end up falling and you do it unintentionally. Also trying to avoid these minecarts as well. And there we go. Very nicely done. We also front run for a whole race as well, so we can mark those two off. Also, I forgot to mark the shopping call one, or shopping mall cut, so there you go. That's okay. But we're doing pretty good going into the Star Cup of the game. So the reason why we don't use Flame Runner, which is the best vehicle on 150cc, is because of the drift stat. The drift stat on the Flame Runner is not the greatest, especially around very sharp turns. So for most tracks, Flame Runner is actually pretty good. However, for most of them, Mach Bike is the better option. So that's why we're seeing Mach Bike instead of Flame Runner, is because of that. So but we're not going to be doing too much here. We can possibly get a POW or a blooper potentially, but we will not be seeing too much here on Daisy Circuit. It's just basically a very cool precursor to Koopa Cape, which will be doing a very cool rock bounce, which is one of the goals that we have. So excited for that. So we also have run into an obstacle. I think that will be a. I think that'll be Maple Treeway. I think I'm just gonna run into a Wiggler. So we're to make things up as we go. This is supposed to just be a little bit of a showcase, basically a testing version of what we could do for Super Speed Blackout Bingo. So this will be fun indeed. Very nicely done there for Daisy Circuit as we head into Koopa Cape. So we also have Hit Electricity in Koopa Cape. Also, I forgot to mark that one too. I keep on forgetting to mark a few things, but that's okay. So Koopa Cape here, There will be a rock bounce towards the end where we'll be basically we'll be bouncing into it, but we'll still be on the track itself. So we'll have to land back on the track. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but I'll probably just demonstrate it to show what I'm talking about. We'll do a grass hop here. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna hit electricity here. Very nicely done. That is a goal on the board. Luckily, we grow back pretty fast. And here's a rock bounce right here. I missed it. That's okay. Well, we go for it again. Lap 2. It's a little difficult to land it and then go off the track itself. So, not too bad so far. We're gonna go in the grass for a little bit. Hug the rock because of course we did. Here we go. That did not work. I did hit the wall though, which made a very interesting sound. So that's okay. We'll go for lap 3. Hopefully we will get it. If I don't get it, that's okay. I can come back to the track. If I just I'll probably just have to exit the game itself, but that's okay. We did hit at least electricity, so that is fine itself. I'll also count that as run to an obstacle, but I'll count the Wiggler instead. I feel like that's a much better obstacle to choose. There we go. That is a lot better. That is the rock bounce. So basically, staying in the air for too long is not exactly the best. So we're trying to minimize our air time throughout this entire run, because once you are too high up in the air, it could be good in some scenarios where you can get a faster shortcut like Toad's Factory. However, for Koopa Cape, it's definitely a lot slower. So by minimizing our air time, it's a lot easier to get things going, stuff like that. All right, so here at Maple Treeway, we're gonna hit a leaf pile item. So we're going to we'll get a leaf pile in a moment. There you go. Run to an obstacle. There you go. I love the Wigglers. They can also hinder you in a lot of other ways. Also, this turn is very difficult. Ooh, there we go. So, there you go. There's the leaf pile item. Awesome. So, okay. As you can tell, 200cc is a little tricky sometimes, but that's okay. You got a lot of not so bad cards on the bingo sheet, because a few of these are a little bit random because of the POW and the blooper, but yeah, we have done pretty good so far in terms of avoiding some things. That's never happened before. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Also, I'll mention this real quick. The leaf pile items, you can get mushrooms or bananas because of the strategic items. However, you can possibly get a star. Our star does not show up, but it only shows up in the leaf piles potentially for Maple Treeway, which is a very cool nitpick fact that I didn't know for the longest time. Doing pretty good so far. I was hoping to get a POW or a blooper at some point, but we have not gotten that yet, which worries me just a little bit, but we should be okay. We should be able to get it at least once or twice throughout this whole thing, so pretty good so far. Also, the cup coming up after this, not after, well, after Global Volcano, is the Special Cup, and it's by far the most difficult cup in the entire game, so excited to see those when those pop up. So we've done a lot of goals already. However, these next few goals are going to be a little bit difficult. So yeah, despite the 18 count on the number. 2 of those are a little bit of RNG. A few of those shortcuts are not easy. I will say that. Especially the ramp shortcut on Bowser Castle 3, because that one's easier on 200cc, but not exactly easy either. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the pipe shortcut, which is at the very end of the track. There's also a different shortcut, but I'll go for that for a different lap. So we're going to go for it here on lap number 1. So basically we go up to this pipe, and then we just shroom off. And that is the pipe shortcut. So not too bad. A little bit difficult to nail because you can end up missing a checkpoint. So I'll explain what checkpoints do. So key checkpoints are checkpoints that you gotta complete for the lap to count. However, the checkpoints on this track are not great because there's a rock out in the distance where you can just complete a side of the rock, and it takes 15 seconds to complete this entire course. So that's very fun. Yeah, Mario Kart Wii has a lot of ultra shortcuts. I'll just say that. We're gonna line up for the shortcut here. This is not a shortcut on the thing, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yes! Oh, that is such a cool shortcut. And there we go. Very nicely done. That was probably one of my better purple volcanoes, honestly. That was very, very nice. Alright, so now we're gonna head into the Special Cup. So, not much going on in the Special Cup, but we're going to be completing it anyway, because this cup is very, very difficult. So I'll probably be focusing a lot here. Posty, do you have anything to say on Dry Ruins, which is the track right now? Feel free to do so.
All right, sounds good. Actually, do have something which is actually a bit of an announcement I'd like to let everyone know about. As part of the tradition with Bingothon, there always is a bonus run at the end of the marathon. And I'm happy to tell you all about what this bonus run will be. That run will be a Shadow the Hedgehog randomizer run by our very own Seafood. Plus, I believe with the option of potentially making this a max randomization, so to make this even more chaotic. And for us to see her run of Shadow the Hedgehog at the end of the marathon, we need to reach a total of $1,250 in total reach for this event, all gone towards Doctors Without Borders. So, there we go. We've got, so now as we step into that last evening of Bingothon Summer 2026, let's see how things can go. I'm sure we can reach it and get the donation amount. So, let's keep everything going well, and yeah, back to you and that super well-skilled run you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much. So we have a shortcut at the end of Dry Ruins. This is only the main thing that we have. It's just we do a little bit of a sand hop to basically skip that ending section. A little bit tricky on that last one, but that's basically Dry Ruins in a nutshell. We're gonna be going. We went through the off-road a little bit to slow our speed, but also not too slow to where we end up just messing up a little bit, but we end up doing that pretty well. So that is the precursor to this track. So if you know Moonboo Highway, imagine doing this on 200cc without hitting any cars. So this will be a true test. So I'm just gonna try and focus here. Try and avoid all these cars. Yeah, the bomb cars can be very hectic as well. I'm trying to get items secondary. So not bad of a first lap, but we had to do 2 more laps of this, which is absolute chaos now because there's so many things happening.
This is just what driving in Maryland is like.
Yeah. This is This happens in rush hour in DC. Very much so. Okay, not too bad. Avoiding cars, avoiding bomb cars. Okay. Ooh! Okay, there's the POW. Oh, awesome. Thank you for the POW. That I like hit the car, maybe? I think I hit the truck, maybe? I have no idea what just happened. But I did not spin out, which is good. So that bomb car was a little worrisome, but we're good. We got the POW dodge / POW spin out thing. So we got that marked off, which is very good. And also, we did not hit a single car or truck in this entire track, which I'm very surprised we did that. So very, very nicely done. Now we're getting into the Bowser Castle and then Rainbow Road, and then we'll have the retro tracks, which we'll be doing a few more goals later on. So we'll be doing a very quick, not really quick turn in there, but just a lot of quick movements. Implementing brake drifting. So if you, I'm playing on nunchuck, so that would be doing the down on the D-pad. So this cut is a little weird too, but that's fine. Not really a cut, but just route, I would say. So by brake drifting on nunchuck, you press down on the D-pad to slow your speed a little bit. So didn't do too much of that there, but yeah. Basically trying to implement brake drifting in this game is a little difficult. It's also difficult to explain how to control it because let's just say it's not easy. It's super speed Blackout Bingo. What else did you expect? Alright, another shortcut here. Once again. Hit the wall to gain back your speed. So we get to introduction of the Thwomps. So Thwomps will not be too bad on Bowser Castle Wii, but on the final track of the whole thing, N64 Bowser's Castle, if we end up being able to show that off, that is the ending one, and that's a very cool one. I don't think we have that, unfortunately, as one of the goals. We do have Bowser Castle 3, though, which is cool. Doing it once more here. And a nice trick as well. Hit the banana to slow our speed a little bit. Definitely not intentional. Go here. Very close to there. Not too bad. Another pound showed up. I was hoping for that to be the blooper, but hopefully we'll get the blooper in the last 16 tracks of this. So we might just get the blooper at the very end. We don't know. We'll see. All right, so now we're heading into the Rainbow Road. I forgot Rainbow Road. I was gonna say retro tracks, but I forgot about Rainbow Road. This is a very, very difficult on 200cc, and we have a little bit of a moon bounce at the start. So basically, we just jump, and we can do it trimless. So we get a little bit of cool air, we can say. Just gonna be careful here. Taking this very, very safe, but still doing it fast enough to where it doesn't seem too slow. Going to the star ring here. Now we're going to go a little bit up on this half-pipe section, because if we went straight beeline towards the end, there's a good chance he would fall off the track. We do not want to do that, so we go a little bit up on the half-pipe to basically keep our speed, but not have us fall off the track, which is still very good. Also, if there's one track in this game that the CPUs definitely do not know how to drive on 200cc, it is this one. They are having an absolute blast right now. Not too bad so far. We're going to do the same strat again. We're just going to go up a little bit here. And there we go. Very nicely done. Not too bad. we head towards lap number 3. A little move bounce here. We went a little bit to the right instead, but we are still on the track, which is good. There is a chance that we could lap absolutely everybody, which would be very cool if we did so. Yeah, if we lapped every CPU, that would just be like, hey, we can do this track. I think Bowser Jr.'s now. Did I just pass him? I think I just did. Oh no, he fell off. Okay. We managed to lap every CPU. I don't know how to feel about that, but that exists. Not too bad. The first 16 Nitro attacks have been going pretty well. We only have 5 goals left, so we do not have too much to do in the latter half of the game. But we'll still be doing this like an actual 32 track speed run, essentially. Where after GBA Bowser Castle 3, if we don't have a blooper by then, I'd be very surprised. Alright, so Peach Beach, we have to avoid touching the water. So we're just going to take the scenic route and just go around here. There's Cataquacks as well that we have to avoid, but they won't be too bad. As long as we avoid touching the water here, Peach Beach will be nothing but a breeze. So we can go a little bit risky by going towards the sand a lot more. However, just the slightest touch would have us having to restart that track again. So we'll try to not do that. Because for those who are wondering, that is slower. We can do a little bit of a more risky strategy where we can go in close to the water, but not exactly hit it. And there's a blooper. Absolutely perfect timing. So we only have 3 goals left. So we do not have a few goals for a little bit more because the next one we have is avoid touching the grass on Delfino Square. And we also have doing the sand cut on Desert Hills, and we also have the ramp shortcut on GBA Bowser Castle 3. So once we get to the GBA Bowser Castle 3, once we finish that track, that will be time. So we have been doing pretty well. Yeah, despite the estimate that we have, yeah, we have not gotten a lot of the later ones, so we've gotten very, very lucky. So we will be able to hopefully save some time for you wonderful people at Bingothon. So make sure you guys donate because we have a cool Super Mario 64 incentive thing that I feel like is almost there. I know I donated 15 towards that.
Are you just doing our jobs for us now?
I like promoting Bingothon. I haven't done this. I haven't done this. Like I did it at Winter 2025, but like
yeah.
Ever since like summer 2020, I was like, what if I did it again? I wanted to come back. So
we do have $50 left to go for the SM64 incentive, which is allow runners to perform LBLJ.
Yeah.
You do have, I think, there's a Mario Kart World Run coming up after this, so you still have a little bit more time to get your donations in to see that goal met.
Very much so. Ghost Valley 2, we just have the little bit of a little hop there, but yeah, nothing too much about Ghost Valley 2, unfortunately. But pretty good run we've had so far, especially with the bingo board. We got a lot of the easier ones right off the bat, which I am very surprised about. Yeah, the Shell Cup, which is the one I'm on right now, which is GCN Peach Beach, Yoshi Falls, Ghost Valley 2, and then Mario Raceway, which will be coming up. Basically, a lot of short, simplistic tracks that will... Oh, I just got bumped off. Short, simplistic tracks that are pretty fast, but you can also fall off, like I just did. So, not too bad, despite the little bit of just that kind of thing. So we have 3 more goals. We are still on the Shell Cup though, so we have a few more tracks to just basically crush through. We have a little bit of more like off-road centric tracks coming up, which is Sherbet Land from N64, and we also have Shy Guy Beach from the Game Boy Advance Super Circuit. So we do this to save some time in the off-road around here. And this is more of a track that's good for sandbagging in online, but we are doing this offline because if we did this online, let's just say we would probably be here a while. Let's just say that. Not too shabby right now. Doing pretty good. As long as we can get a little bit of a pipe trick here, very nice. So that is a trick that we can do to basically we clip a part of the pipe, and it is very cool to see. Also, if we had a shroom here, we'd be doing a shortcut which basically skips a certain section where we go very super high, and if we mess up a little bit, we go out of bounds. But we did not get that on our bingo board. We got extremely lucky with this one, so not too bad. Mario Raceway is done. We're gonna head into the Banana Cup. And we'll also have the Leaf Cup, which will be hosting Desert Hills and Bowser Castle 3. And then we'll be not seeing the Lightning Cup, I think. I don't think we will, which is very surprising. Right, so this is a very off-road track where the mock bike is definitely not the best vehicle that you can use. There are specific vehicles that are good for specific tracks. For Sherbet Land, it is the lightweight Magic Cruiser. So mock bike is a middleweight character that could be used for it. So like Birdo, Luigi, Mario, Daisy, and then also if your Mii is also in the middleweight territory, you can use stuff like the mock bike, classic dragster, Dolphin Dasher, basically good 200cc vehicles. But Magic Cruiser is the best for this track specifically, and it's the lightweight character, so it's basically their off-road stat is very good. But there's a few things that the Magic Cruiser can definitely not do too well. Is their speed is not the best, but their off-road stat is very good. So we try to avoid penguins. I did hit a penguin there, but that's not too bad. We'll be able to go around it pretty much so. We collect items on our way as well. And just clear some objectives that we can do, and a lot of other cool shortcuts. There's not too much in the latter half of this game, unfortunately. There is a cool shortcut on N64 Bowser Castle, which I was hoping we would show off, but maybe if we have enough time to show it off, I think maybe I could do it, but I'll probably just do the bingo, which is okay. So we're coming up on Delvino Square momentarily. We have Shy Guy Beach, which is the track that we're going to do now. We're going to do a little bit of a low trick, where we will be colliding with a ramp and we'll basically getting as little air as possible. So if we can get as little air as possible, we'll be able to achieve it pretty nicely. So we're going to avoid bombs as well. Won't be too much of a problem. The crabs will though, because those are the enemies that are on this track. So we're going to get here. Nicely done. Do a little bit of a sand hop here, so we not lose too much speed here. Another low trick as well. Very nicely done. We try to avoid trees, crabs, losing too much time on water. We did not get the low trick too much there, but that's okay. And trying to gain some speed back as well. Hit the tree as well, which was not too much slower, but that's okay. Not too shabby. So we can go things here, so. And there we go. Pretty nicely done, Shy Guy Beach. So we're going to head into Delfino Square. We have to avoid touching the grass section, which is really the only section that is a little bit tricky is the ending section, where we have to use a boost panel to... normally, you would go in the grass, but this time you would just have to go around it. So as long as we are very careful around that one section, we should be good. Also, this track is a very tight track where the walls are a little bit smaller than a lot of the other tracks in this game. Because usually you have a big pathway you can go through, but this one's a little tricky sometimes. It's not too bad. At least I wouldn't say it's not too bad. So as long as we can go through here. Like so. And if we do it like that for most of this entire track, we'll be good to go. So we just gotta... You can get items here, so we'll only be getting green shells, bananas, and possibly shrooms if we were in like second, for example. But yeah, we're not gonna be getting... Well, we won't be seeing any blue shells for those who are curious. Because it's only strategic items, which I believe are a lot better for stuff like this. So not too bad on the second lap, so we just got one more lap to go to avoid the grass on this track. We're going this path to gain a little bit more speed as well. And also get some mini turbos as well, which are these blue things that you've been seeing throughout this whole game. As long as we avoid it here. Very nicely done. And we are good. You have avoided touching grass, which you should do, by the way. But not in game. Do it outside, you know? Just touch grass.
I should.
Please.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. Like, should I touch grass or avoid touching grass?
In that specific thing, avoid. But in real life, definitely touch grass. Alright, so we're on Waluigi Stadium. This is the last track before the next two tracks, which will be the end of basically this whole run. So if there's any final thoughts you guys have before I get to the ending of this, feel free to say some now. Feel free to.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about the stuff we need to. I think this is a interesting game to do a bingo for. Like, do you still have to play out all the tracks?
Yeah, I feel like I should play out all the tracks. I feel like I should do that.
Because then if you're doing like bingos by yourself or like even racing someone, there isn't really much like time save. It's just whoever does this cup the fastest. But
yeah. For sure.
It's still interesting to see some tricks or features or whatever of the game that you might not normally see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I put a lot of this card together, and it's just like a lot of cool shortcuts. And then there was just a few ones that I was just like, okay, maybe just have some filler in here. But we got a lot of that filler, so. Yeah, not too bad here. We did a wall bounce right there. At least we tried to do it. So, but that's the normal cut that you end up going for. And then there's a little bit of a turn skip towards the end. Unfortunately, we missed it there, but that's okay. Saves a little bit of time, but not too much in terms of time save. But yeah, not too bad. We had the banana at the end, and very nicely done. Alright, so we are heading into Desert Hills, so we have a cool sand hop shortcut. So I'm excited to try and pull this off. We're about my calculations are right about 48 minutes in. We have 2 tracks left.
Your calculations are correct.
Yep. Oh, I need to slow down. What am I doing? Let's try this the other way. Gotta get shrooms here. So there's a sand shortcut that we'll be going for on Desert Hills. Because usually this track is just a very simplistic, slight off-road track. Or not really slight, but slippery off-road track. And we basically go here. And that is the shortcut, and we did it pretty nicely. There is a good chance that you could mess it up and you go out of bounds. But if you do it like that every time, then it's pretty consistent. And it saves a little bit more time than having to not go for it. Nice, very nicely done. So we'll do it one more time here as we avoid the Potabu items, and we avoid the Pokies as well during this track. Also, hello, sun. Go for it here again. Nice, that was a lot cleaner. And there we go. Very nicely done, Desert Hills. We've done the sand cut. I did not mean to click off that one. As we head towards GBA Bowser Castle 3, which, if you guys could guess, it's the last one right there. So, once we finish the track, that will be time. We haven't really done all the tracks, though. So maybe I'll show off one more shortcut at the end if that is fine with y'all, because it's still a very cool shortcut, which we will be doing if we ended up getting to that point. So I forgot to do the ramp shortcut. That's okay. I did low tricks anyway, because that's what you normally do. Right, so we're going to do it on this second lap here. If I end up missing it, I can quit the game and then I'll show off the other shortcut instead, and then I come back to it, which I might end up doing. There you go. Almost forgot for a second. There we go. There we go. So that's the shortcut. So that is like one of the first discovered ones where you can just do a very cool skip there, which also you can do on the Super Circuit version of this track, which I think is very cool. But it's a lot more difficult. So go for it again. Hello, Donkey Kong. Okay, I missed it. That's okay. We missed it. That's alright. Let's go for it one more time. Oh, I'm losing the drag bones. Uh-oh. That's okay. Alright, we went for it one more time. That's okay. We're gonna finish things out here. Get ready on time. 3, 2, 1, and time. So that is the bingo section of the run. Maybe if I have time, I can show off one more cool thing, but that is the bingo thing of Super Speed Blackout Bingo. A few tracks at the end that we could have tried and attempted for, but it went pretty well, I would say, despite the abundance of filler ones that I put in there.
GG's.
GG's.
Well, that's only went very well, especially considering you're 20 minutes under your estimate, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
So no, really well done. And have you got any closing thoughts you'd like to share before we move on?
Yeah, I think the run went pretty well. I think the Nitro tracks, I'm glad I showed off those because there's a lot more cool shortcuts that you can do in there, and also the Special Cup is very, very difficult. There's one thing that we did end up not doing, which is okay, which is there's a cool ending shortcut on N64 Bowser's Castle, where you do a shroom to basically go in a specific section, and it looks pretty cool. But other than that, there's not much else in the later half of this game, because there's just DK's Jungle Parkway. You basically brake drift for most of the track. Mario Circuit, very simple Mario Circuit track. Mario Circuit 3, it's flat. Peach Gardens, there's a chain chomp that's very angry at you, and you do a grass cut. And then DK Mountain is a track where you do a specific cut at the very end, where you slow down and then you get the shortcut. It saves a little bit of time. And then there's N64 Bowser's Castle, which is a great finale, but we still ended it with a Bowser Castle, so I think it went pretty well. So thank you, Bingothon, for having me. Make sure you donate to Doctors Without Borders, and get excited for Mario Kart World coming up. So thank you.
Thank you for being here. This was a great run to showcase, and I enjoyed seeing it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. As you just said now, our next run will be Mario Kart World, so stay tuned everyone, and we'll be right back with you after a short intermission. See you all. Oh, not that way.
So, welcome to Sonic R. These two are gonna suffer like I have today.
Okay, it's balloon time, baby.
A few moments later.
Where's the last balloon? Okay, fuck it. Dude, let's try this. Sonic are balloons. Okay, I need to point
Can
this.
I call a Peltoon Joker?
I need to point this. Let.
Oh my god, Nico.exe has stopped working.
I need to show you something. I was searching for Sonic Car balloon spawns. What the fuck is this?
Well, yeah, the balloon spawned actually like down the street from you, so you better fucking get moving.
Bro, where the fuck are the balloons in this stage? Okay, here's one. Oh my god, there's a balloon! Only 3 more to go! Oh my god, there's a balloon. Yeah, that was totally what I intended to do. Oh my god, there's a balloon! Thank you, maybe I did actually want to do that. Okay, so where the frick is that last balloon? There it is! No, that's not it. I'm starting to see textures as balloons.
Floa has now been on the same goal for almost 9 minutes. Floa, have you considered just like looking around?
No, really, Rob. Thank you for that tip.
Oh, no problem, buddy. What are friends for?
Have you considered looking around the internet? Because we're surfing on the internet.
I'm like refusing to look up now where that balloon is. Like, I need to find it myself.
Oh, well.
Aloha, I'll give you a hint here. You have seen the balloon already.
Wait, has he? Because I haven't
Oh.
seen it. I've been looking.
Oh yeah, you've seen the balloon. It's green.
You know,
No! You know what? All the times Floa's teased me about trains and everything, man, this is so cathartic.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
we
you
now
can tease me about Amy car.
Oh, not Amy car, it's balloons we're looking at here.
Not even balloons, just balloons. Nico may be in the lead, but my attention is fully on Floha. Because Floa's balloon hunt has now passed 20 minutes. Floha,
Rob.
this is killing me.
Yes, it is killing me as well. Bro. Oh my god, I'm feeling stupid right now.
Oh my god, Eggman
Oh my
controls so
God.
good.
This is one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed in my life. Nico, I need you to understand, Floa is currently driving about a foot a minute.
I feel bullied. You know, you always get back what you sow, right?
Yeah, this is you getting back everything you've done to me!
I just saw it, okay.
Oh my god, he found the balloon. After 34 minutes and 41 seconds,
Let's go!
Aloha
Course record, 5
has
minutes.
gotten a goal.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Bingothon Summer 2026, Raising Funds for Doctors Without Borders. The next run is currently being set up, which is Mario Kart World. So I might still do another few minutes until we get there. But in the meantime, we can see that there is some minesweeping going on. So how is that going?
Yeah, this is hard.
2, 3, go!
Did we get muted?
I don't think so. It says you're currently live on stream.
No, yeah, but it's like I had to manually click. Yeah, it looks like we got unmute, like basically unmuted, so we like muted back again. But I don't know how much of what I said. I don't know if maybe when removing the. So wait, what was the outcome then? Did you get it?
No, I lost. It's over.
Ah, that's a shame. But the question is, when did we get muted then? Was it when you removed the?
Maybe it was like just now, like.
Yeah, because I know for a fact I did mute us. Oh, but either way, I guess we gotta go now. So,
Next run, Mario Kart World.
Yeah. I think that I think that was the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So the next run is ready. See you guys in a short bit. Yeah.